Okay. Okay. All right, we will call this meeting to order at 6:06 p.m. At this time, we'd like to welcome everyone. Stand for a moment of silence and followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And now the pledge. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the
to the
flag
flag of
of
the
the
United
United
States
States of America
Okay.
and to
and
the
to the
republic
republic for which
which
it stands,
stands
one
one
nation,
nation
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with
with
liberty
liberty and
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 justice
justice for
for
all.
all.
And then we are at adoption of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll
Motion by
second that.
Ms. Hall, second by Ms. Thomas. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval of minutes from the regular board meeting on June 10th, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion by Ms. Thomas,
I'll second.
second by Ms. Hall. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Was there any public comments? No public comments? All right, internal board business. Consider approval of second reading of KSBA policy updates.
So this is essentially what we outlined before with the packet of updates. The law says we've got to have 2 readings on policy changes. I don't think we had any changes to these on the policy side, but we're trying to have the
Okay.
second reading to get in front of the June 27th deadline on one of the policies.
Okay.
I make a motion we approve second reading of the KSB policies.
Motion by Mr. Kaiser,
I'll second.
second by Ms. Hall. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval of second reading of procedures 03.123.AP2 and 0.8 or 08.2324.AP.2.
So with these 2 procedures, after consultation with KSBA, because we're not making any changes to our current policies, we actually don't need an approval on this. I apologize about that. We were being overly cautious with those 2 procedures regarding to maternity leave and paid leave. But again, because you guys, we decided as a board not to make any changes since we've got a deadline of 2030. These actually don't need to be. But it was too late because it's a special call meeting to do anything with it other than explain why we're not going to be taking action on it.
Okay.
Actually, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the 082324 AP2, you will, because that's the traceable form. It was the 0312
And that's
form
the change
maternity.
that we talked to Ms. McCoy about adding an S to the volunteers employee so we could list multiple folks on the same form to make it less cumbersome.
Okay.
Okay. So we need to
So we do
vote
need a motion.
On that one, I apologize. Just the one.
I'll make a
I'll
motion.
make a motion. Go ahead, Paula.
Sounds we got like a first and a second to me.
There you go.
So which one of you is making the motion?
Carl's making the
I did.
motion. I'm second.
Okay. All right. So all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval for overnight trip to the ATC students to attend Skills USA National Leadership and Skills Conference from June 23rd to June 27th, 2025 in Atlanta, Georgia.
So this is on there. It didn't make the regular meeting, so we wanted to add it to give our kids an opportunity to attend the national conference. Because it's overnight and out of state, it needs board approval.
Do we know where they'll be staying at? Is it in a safe part of Atlanta?
It's not attached to there. I don't know if I've got the logistics of where they're actually staying.
Okay. I'm Atlanta is not just a place just to show up. You got to know what you're doing down there, and they need to stay together.
Good for, and I can advise the sponsors
Yeah.
too, and then I can get you guys the information later if you guys want to go ahead and approve it. And if you're uncomfortable with it, we can all come back or
Not
adjust.
uncomfortable with it. It's just to be safe and
No,
not
I
go
was
out
on the
by
phone.
themselves.
I was on the phone with you guys, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I read it just 2 students and 1 staff members. That's all that's going on the trip.
That's correct.
It'll be easier to keep up with just.
Yeah.
Well, I make a motion to approve the overnight trip to Atlanta.
Motion by Ms. Hall,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Dorsey. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Consider approval of updated facility rental fee schedule.
So you guys actually approved this originally on the last board meeting. What Mr. Watkins and I realized after consultation with some folks that the fee schedule for the custodians and the tech support or supervision actually wouldn't cover the cost. So that's the only modification we've made. And everything else is exactly the same. So we're just making sure that when a group chooses to use those particular services that we're covering our own costs. But it's not a requirement. And a lot of those agreements have individual stipulations in it. So whether they need certain supports or certain services.
Okay. Anyone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Ms. Thomas,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Kaiser. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Need a motion to adjourn.
Already.
Yep. Did you make one, Dora?
I did. Yes.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Hall,
I'll second that.
second by Ms. Thomas. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. We are adjourned at 6:14 p.m.